Hey, we're back here at the Grand Casino Coshada in Kinder, Louisiana with Vintage Vegas Vibes, bringing you another winning session of slot play. The one we're playing today is not an oldie, but it's not one of the new ones either, but it's one that I've had a lot of luck on over the years. Dancing Drums. We'll be playing our usual $300 into the machine and playing $3.80 bets. I chose this machine partially because the grand is $25,000. So that's pretty big for a machine at this level. I would love to hit that. I would buy a whole bunch of stuff if I won that. I'll check back with you in just a few minutes. All right, let's get going. Again, if you would, please like, subscribe, comment. Love to hear from you. What games you would love to watch. So we're going to play oh, it sounded like if you get 3 drums on the first 3 reels, you get into the bonus. If first 3 reels you get drums on it, you get into the bonus. This is a wild, it does count as a drum as well. I thought I heard a third boom, boom, boom there. So I was like, first spin, oh my gosh, that would have just been crazy. But still, a little bit over our money back. Love it. And anytime those wilds shoot up like that, you have the chance of hitting the pot, and that's where you can win the minor, mini, major, and grand. Let's see what we can get here. Nice. 250. And this is real ways, so it pays for anything on the lines. If you get anywhere on the lines, the same symbols, it starts to pay. So that one counts as 2 lines, 2 times 3. Usually, oh, that's not $15. That's a good hit. Nice thing with this game is it does tend to let you play for a little while. It tends to go in little streaks, but keeps you alive for a little while so you can have some fun. These are the best symbol. You get those going across and the money just starts to multiply. Nice. $20. The line hits on this are okay. That's what keeps you going. Because the mini and minor, they don't grow really fast on it, and that's what you hit most of the time when you hit the picking bonus from the pot. So they can afford to keep the line hits pretty decent. That'll count as 3 4-ways. $45, $47.50. All day, every day. All the way across. $20. Come on. I'll take the pot anytime it wants to give it to me. It's the only way I've got a chance at the grand, right? In all my years, I've actually never won a true grand. So I would love for my first one to be on film. $15, keeping me right there at my starting money. Of course, you can get drums more than just the first three. You can get them all the way across. It doesn't give you any extra spins on the initial part, I don't believe. You do get a slightly better payout. $7.50. Oh, one more. Another $10. Nice, $10. Pardon me. I will say this is probably the longest I've gone without popping the picking bonus. Usually it comes fairly regularly, but it's giving me everything else, keeping me in the game. Love to get the drums now. Let's get those drums. I've all of a sudden forgotten what the name of those little dragons are. Man, I had it, and now I've lost it. So put it in the comments if you remember what the name of that dragon is. Okay, she's gone a little cold here. All right, I'm gonna wait just a second here to change up some of the timing, and then we'll get going. I do the long pause versus the fast spins. Let's see. All right, definitely gone cold on me here. I might have to actually do 3 fast spins here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that helps change it up a little bit for us. $5. We aren't getting those drums on the first reel though. That's what we need, is the drum, drum, drum. Let's get it. Some little hits. The timing did change it up. At least we're getting a few little hits there. $20. Needed that. Nice. All the way across, $10 for coins. Oh, $30, little coin show. $30 spin there. I still am amazed that we have not popped the pop yet for the picking bonus. This is the longest I've ever gone without getting the picking bonus. Let's go. Come on, we need some drums, drums, drums. Love to show y'all the drum bonus. I'm sure many of you have already seen it, but not from my vantage, right? All right, we're about halfway through our money here. And we haven't hit a pot or a drum bonus. Amazing. That is like a crazy amazing run of lack of that. But even with that poor of a showing, you can see the line hits are keeping us in here. We've been able to play for quite a bit of time. Without hitting anything great. Ooh, I'm going to take a pause here because that's just been a really bad run again. Dang, sorry. One of those learning curves is where you can put your feet and not put your feet while while you're filming. There's a lot of little things to learn. Seems simple, but it's a little more than you think. Well, oh man. We are definitely not going to add any extra money to this if we run out. It is just not our Dancing Drums Day. This is normally a game that I'm usually pretty lucky on. But of course you're going to have those days where you're not. Not much to say so far. I'd love to be explaining more what's happening, but there's been nothing new. Oh, I heard the 2. I was so hoping for the 3rd. All right, we're down to less than 10 spins. Still no picky, no pot? Wow. I think somebody glued the lid down on that. It gives us a few more spins, a few more tries at it. Definitely not it. All right. Well, that is not enough for 2 spins, so last spin unless we win. That's not enough. I'm not going to put more in. All right, I think we're going to call it a day on that game. Definitely, in my young YouTube channel, that is definitely the worst run that we've had yet. That was just amazingly cold, really. We only had 1 coin show in all of it, never hit a pot, never really came very